We have now deployed the arsenal, sire. Everything you have specified is in place. It is a brilliant strategy, Master.
The brilliance is in the victory, Canto. And now it is time to test the capabilities of this Earthman. Even with these weapons, I am curious if this mortal can actually complete his task. The eradication of the last son of Krypton.
How do you like that, Superman?
How do you like this, Metallo?
It's an improvement. Is that the best you've got?
I can always do better.
Try me.
That was the final moment of the dramatic battle last night between the Man of Steel and the cyborg criminal Metallo. Scientists at Star Labs have successfully detached Metallo's cyborg head from his robot body, and both are now under heavy guard at Stryker's Island. Metallo will be in good company at the maximum security prison, currently home to many of Metropolis's criminal elite, including the infamous Parasite and Livewire.
Ah, my mysterious benefactor. Those robot schematics were extremely complicated. It took our scientists several weeks to decipher them. But I am pleased with the results so far. Hidden what in Mannheim's warehouse? What on earth are you talking about?
Nothing on Earth, Mr. Luthor. Just a little something to help you dispose of a certain caped problem.
Of course, LexCorp thanks you for all your technical assistance. Maybe we could arrange a more long-term partnership, Mr.
Just think of me as a friend, Mr. Luthor.
Superman, it looks like Intergang is back. We've got reports of several officers under fire at Mannheim Warehouse.
I thought we put an end to Intergang last time, Maggie.
So did I. We're mobilizing a squad now.
Okay, I can get there quicker. I'll see what's going on. It's a robot of some sort. At least I won't need to pull my punches. I guess you don't know when to quit.
Target identified as Kryptonian. Commence firing. I detect a large number of reinforcements closing in. We must fall back. We cannot afford further delay.
Are you okay, Superman?
I'm fine, Maggie. Just a little dazed.
Looks like Intergang destroyed any evidence before we arrived.
They're more like interbots than intergang. They aren't human, but highly advanced robots, and they pack a serious punch.
Interbots? Then what's going on?
I don't know, Maggie, but I intend to find out.
It's been a whole week since the Mannheim warehouse raid. See the sign above this building? The Daily Planet. Got that? Mannheim is old news.
But Perry, we really think it ties in with...
Forget it, Lois. Kent, I want you to archive the reports on the Mannheim raid. Lois, I need you and Jimmy to head out of town. Lex Luthor is giving a commencement speech at the grand opening of his new dam. I want both of you to cover it. What are you standing around for? An invitation? Get moving.
Whatever you say, Chief.
And now it gives me great pleasure to declare the Luthor Dam officially open. If all authorized press and VIP admissions would make their way to the monorail.
Great. I get to ride around some water in a train.
All of the prototypes are being transferred to Facility J.
Excellent, Mercy. What is it, Doctor?
Our project status, Mr. Luthor. I wanted to explain...
Your incompetence?
Sir, with all respect,
Your failure, then?
Sir, analyzing the power source...
Is almost impossible. These are sophisticated weapons. Fusion dynamics is a technology we know very little about. No longer your problem, Doctor. I've found someone who does.
You should have checked out earlier. You took one heck of a blast, Superman. Energy weapon of some kind.
But exactly what kind of energy?
At a guess? Fusion.
Is that possible?
It's a little early for the 4th of July.
Jimmy! Lois!
Right on schedule, Superman.
Fusion dynamics. I knew it. I have to tell Superman.
I don't think so, Professor Hamilton.
Superman, what happened here?
Some kind of interbot attack. Though as far as I know, there was no motive.
Lane here. When? Of course, I'll let him know.
What is it, Lois?
Superman, scientists are missing all over Metropolis. Professor Hamilton among them. Strange that LexCorp hasn't lost any scientists, isn't it?
Agreed. Considering that Luthor has some of the best minds on the planet working for him. You never did tell me how you got those Lex Lab passes.
First rule of journalism, Smallville. A reporter never reveals her sources.
Let's take a look inside, but stick to the plan, Lois. We don't want to be discovered.
When have you ever known me to ruin a perfectly good plan?
A gun battle at Bruno Mannheim's old warehouse, the abduction of several top scientists within Metropolis, and now a raid on the research facilities at LexCorp. Superman and the Special Crimes Unit have scoured the city in search of the missing scientists and their kidnappers, so far without success.
Superman appears to be out of his depth, sire. The mortal Luthor is proving to be a rather inventive ally.
Perhaps too inventive. It is an admirable quality, albeit driven by greed. As surely as Superman will fall, Lex Luthor's activities must be closely monitored. Do I make myself clear, Kanto?
Yes, sire.
Well, that raid on Lex Labs blows our theory out of the water.
It would seem that the scientists there are at risk too.
Thankfully, Superman was there last night. It could have been much worse.
Those Interbots have to be working for someone.
Yeah, well, for once I'm fresh out of ideas. Whoa! What is that?
I better take a closer look.
It is in cell 14B. With the equipment you are carrying, you need not worry about the access code to his cell. This is the most important phase of the operation. Do not fail me.
Target destroyed.
Maggie, you need to contact Stryker's Island and warn them of an attack. Kanto mentioned that I'd be reacquainted with an old friend. I'm sure he means Metallo.
I'm on it.
Professor Hamilton?
Superman, we were kidnapped and forced to work on highly developed fusion dynamics technology.
Technology for what, Professor?
Highly advanced weapons, energy weapons. I just don't know how anyone could develop something so sophisticated and dangerous.
Unfortunately, I can answer that question, Professor. It seems Darkseid is somehow involved in all this. Kanto has been controlling the Interbots, although that doesn't explain why so much research has been done into Apocalyptian technology at this facility. I fear there is more to this than meets the eye.
Superman, we can't reach Strikers. Something's very wrong here.
Let's go. It's a breakout.
Who said I'd never make parole?
This could get messy. Metallo's gone. I'm too late.
I'm still here, Superman.
Keep still while I feed.
Superman, you okay? We've got most of the inmates back to their cells thanks to you, but we've got some real bad news. There are reports that Parasite is tearing up the city. He's on a one-man crime spree.
Subtlety has never been one of his strong points.
You can leave him with us now, Superman.
Thanks, Maggie. I've got to find Metallo before his head and body are reunited.
Yes, fits like a glove. Now, where am I? And you are?
Irrelevant. With your powers and these weapons, the destruction of Superman is assured. Does this interest you?
What's in this for you?
The same as you, Metallo. The death of Superman.
Impressive. Effective, too. You've got a deal. But first, I want to drop in on my old friend Luthor to thank him in person for turning me into this mechanical freak.
Mercy, would you be kind enough to inform security that trouble is headed this way? Tell them to be prepared.
Hi, Perry. Sorry I'm late. I've been covering Parasite's fight with Superman. Looks like the SCU won't have any trouble taking him back to Strikers. He's out for the count. Where is everyone?
We'll be holding the front page on Parasite's capture. Lois and Jimmy have taken the planet's chopper over to LexCorp. Metallo's resurfaced and he's tearing up the place. If you hurry, you might be able to interview the cleanup crew. Kent? Well, I can't say he's not enthusiastic.
Excuse me, is this a restricted area?
The door was unlocked.
It's been a long time, Luthor.
Not long enough. Why don't you come in, Mr. Corbin?
Don't mind if I do.
Can I help you?
Sure. keep real still while I remove your head from your shoulders.
Mercy?
Not even if you beg for it.
Not you, you fool. Her.
You don't really expect me to fall. Oh.
Whoa! Clark's missing a doozy. Again.
Hey, Super Freak. What do you say to a rematch?
I wouldn't miss it for the world. Care to step outside?
Take us to the auto factory. Do it!
You can't do this! We're reporters!
Well, now you're going to be the story instead of writing about it.
Luthor!
Superman! Metallo's gone into the factory!
Only one of us is getting out of here alive. Now I'm really angry.
I never knew you had such a magnetic personality, Metallo.
I hope you've learned respect for machines, Superman.
Talk about tough interviews. Nice work, Superman.
You're always there when we need you, Superman.
Just a matter of being in the right place at the right time, Jimmy.
You've saved the city again, Superman. Don't you ever get any sleep?
Not much.
I was considering redecorating anyway.
Look familiar, Luthor? Any idea how it ended up in the hands of Metallo?
Surely you aren't accusing me of orchestrating that metallic lunatic's escape, Superman. My lawyers would have something to say about that. Anyway, take a look around. You saw what happened at Lex Labs.
One day you're going to slip on your own slime, Luthor. Tread carefully. I'll be watching you closely.
I hate it when he does that. What are you looking at, Mercy? Yes, and I shall be watching both of you closely. Very closely indeed, Superman.